You must agree with me that the work of the trade unions is the welfare of workers. We want to make sure that the workers get their due. That is why we speak of welfare, but what people don't understand is that there is difference between welfare and privileges. We ask for privileges too, because privileges are part of life, but what concerns the workers' welfare, we don't play with it, and that is our job. That is why today I'm telling you categorically that we have pushed the issue of 35,000 naira wage award from the federal government up to the governor's desk through the office of the head of service, and much is being done. Today, the government of Delta State is doing everything to see that the workers are happy, and we are happy, but there is a lot of work to do. There is a lot of work. Work never finishes in the farm. So the better welfare the workers get, the better state we have. We will put in our best as workers to say that the Delta State is developed. We do our maximum best to cooperate with the government of Delta State. Yes, a happy workforce is a happy nation. With the much that has been done by the government of Delta, right from the time of Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, which he has continued with more, every worker tries to put his best. We do our best because it's actually in working that you benefit. What do we work for? So that Deltans will be happy. And we are Deltans ourselves. The people we're actually working for is not government. We're working for the people of Delta State. And these Delta State people we are talking about are our friends, our relatives, ourselves. So if Delta State is good, the workers will be happy. And that is why we're putting in all that we can. We're making the best efforts. We are trying to work within the provisions of the social amenities, the infrastructure given by Delta State government. We'll do our best to see that Delta State is developed. So every worker is putting in his best. Like you know, most workers don't close early. We come in early and sometimes we close late. And we try to live up to expectation. That is what is expected of Delta State workers, while we continue to encourage government to do the best for us. I must assure you that the senior ones are trying to do their best to show the work ethics, to lead by example. In Delta State, I don't think we have issues with senior workers being responsible to their work, because we get trained, even though the training had gone down recently, but economy is there, but we get trained and we try to do our best. We'll try to show example. In Delta State, when you go to the offices, you see the senior workers there. They are always, most of the time, on seats. That is to show you that they believe in what they are doing, and because they are there, the junior workers also stay there. Even though things are difficult, transportation, cost of fuel, but we find our way to the office. We try to do our best. We try to make sure that our client, which is the general public, do not suffer the effect of hardship. So they're doing their best. I must assure you that my workers, the Delta State senior civil servants, are putting in their best to make sure that Delta State moves forward. Discipline, it has always been there. We will operate by the public service rules. If a senior civil servant goes against the public service rule, the rule determines the kind of discipline the person is put through. So with that, it is easy. We know the rules. The Civil Service Commission makes sure that we have the Civil Service Commission regulation, we have the public service rules, so it guides us. So we do our best to make sure that we stay above board. But in case you go against the rules, of course, even you know what the rules say, and we face it. Then we may not be able to protect you. Because, for example, if you are scorned from service, for abscondment, we know that it's automatic dismissal. You won't expect anybody to come and beg for you. There are some misconducts that you can even face suspension. There are some of them you get queried, they warn you, but we try our best not to contravene these rules because it's our own rule. Yes, my word of advice is that we'll continue doing our best. Please put in your best. A worker deserves his wage. It is only when you have put in your best that you talk of wage. So put in your best and leave the rest to the government to do their best. So if the workers have put in their best, like we advise them to do, and the government is not doing their own, then we will come out and fight.